Alright, here we are for round one. We will play first. You could draw with this deck, but hey, all four lands, a little bit of delay. I think that's about as much as you could hope for, really. Play an island first in case we draw that card. Not annul, but the other one. And yeah, off we go. At least splashing's probably not going to hurt us this game. That's good. Oh, Nullify, that's the card. See? Look, play an island in case you draw Nullify. There it is. I like no 2-drop. Things are going pretty swimmingly at the moment. No reason to show a mountain. I mean, it could play the mountain to like throw them off to think I'm blue-red, but I think it's better to keep it back. Probably doesn't really matter. Whitewater Naiads is better if you're being aggressive and want to, actually get guys through. Yeah, I'll just nullify that. Like, why mess around? Alright, well, we're one land away from being able to do stuff. Alright, that Minotaur is particularly pensive. That's not really the card I want to steal with Siren of the Fanged Coast, but yeah, in fact, it's so much not that I'm just going to play the Whitewater Naiads and I just lose the ability. It just doesn't do anything. That's okay. It's not nearly as good in this situation, but a 4/4 is not terrible. I really have no other enchantment creatures for this guy. A couple enchantments, like not too much. Got a Keranos, works with this guy. So it is chosen by Heliod. Okay. So now's a good time to play the Siren of the Fanged Coast. If he wants to give me a Blade Tusk Boar, it's fine by me. And that's not terrible either. Yeah, that kind of figures. I could attack here and trade my Naiads for just a Blade Tusk Boar, but that doesn't seem great. Especially with 2 Hubris, a Sudden Storm, and a Prescient Chimera. It looks like we're probably going to be able to get some damage in here pretty soon. We've got 2 4/4s on the board, and a 3/4 probably incoming. Is this a Retraction Helix? Alright. You got it, buddy. Alright, so if everyone's coming in, he probably has a trick here. The question is whether I want to take 9+ damage. I don't know that I do. If it's just these two, I'll just take 7. If he has like Follow the Hammer, works pretty good here, I guess. Titan strength that still trades here. Yeah, okay, that's fine. You got me, I take 7. I think I just play the Siren again. If I get a creature, I just trade off, and if I don't, I'm ready to block, so... Definitely in defensive mode here, of course. Yeah. Gotta be careful of this guy, but I do have 2 Hubris and a Sudden Storm, so I might be able to buy a pretty decent amount of time. At some point I have to stop casting creatures and tapping all my mana, but we'll figure out when that time is based on the incoming attack. If he attacks with everything, I of course have to block with at least the Naiads, maybe even the Siren. I do have another 3/4 coming down, which blocks everything he has pretty profitably, so I expected to see kind of a lot of blue cards in Pack 3, and I did not see them. So I got a Griptide, but didn't see any like Voyage's Ends or anything crazy. So that was a little bit not great. Right, a land's good because now I can play a Prescient Chimera. I can attack, play a Prescient Chimera, and have Hubris up with the Fanged Siren of the Fanged Coast. That may be too aggressive, but I don't think so. And we got 6 open mana, so probably something going on over there, right? Maybe way too aggressive to do that attack, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But I'm gonna do it anyway. Okay. What do I want to leave open here? It doesn't matter actually at all, but I guess we'll leave open the blue and the white. If something got countered here, it'd be pretty terrible actually. It doesn't really seem like a deck that should be running counters, but you never know. Alright. We'll take 3 off this Blade Tusk Boar. Another Retraction Helix? I definitely only saw 1 Retraction Helix. Pretty sure. I definitely am pretty sure I only saw 1 Retraction Helix. Was this a Sudden Storm? Oh shit, Hour of Need? Yeah. Hour of Need's good. So we're definitely gonna Hubris one of these 4/4 flyers here. See what else he's got going on. Okay, that's fine. We're gonna do that first because I want to scry. Yeah, I don't need that. I do take 7 this turn. That's not great. Don't die. Not dying is great. Scry top or bottom? Bottom. Okay, so we take 7. Yep, take 7. Alrighty, 3, 6, I got 8. I mean, I think I basically have to hold up both Sudden Storm and Hubris. I mean, I could, I guess, play... No. What I could do is attack with the Siren and the Naiads. No, that's not good either. Attack with the Siren, hold back the Naiads. Sudden Storm. Interesting. I can't really just dawdle because I'm at 3, like any lightning strike kills me. I clearly have to play Sudden Storm for sure. So let's work backwards from that. If I have to play Sudden Storm, these are 2 good targets, and I could just hold open Hubris for later. And if he wants to attack with a Sigiled Skink, I have Hubris available. I guess that's the play, just attack with the Siren of the Fang Coast. My flyers might sneak through there. Maybe. So we're going to pick it on his upkeep, we're going to play Sudden Storm. One, two, three, 4, 5. Yeah, we still don't need that. Okay. That's not good. That's pretty good. I still think I'm better off playing the Prescient Chimera. Well, maybe this is the time I have to play Tromokratus. So see, I can't take any damage. I cannot take any damage. I can swing for 8. He just blocks. No, I think I need to play the Chimera. These guys don't untap, so he can make a guy, and then on his turn make another guy. So I have to be able to block 3 guys. So... Well, actually, I only need to block 2. These 2. How aggressive do I want to be here? I can just play the Tromokratus. I can attack here, play Tromokratus, and have 2 ground blockers, assuming he doesn't draw a bounce spell. And then after that... What? Can also just attack here and play a Prescient Chimera, have Hubris, but I'm not going to need to play Hubris because I'm just not. If he's going to make a guy, I make a guy. As long as he doesn't draw anything, I can just block 2 ground guys, take 2 going to 1. Just greatly depends on what he draws. I think my best chance of winning is playing Tromokratus here. Attacking with the Siren, playing Tromokratus. The next turn I have Prescient Chimera and Hubris available for this guy, or this, actually probably for this guy, depending on what happens. Yeah, he makes a guy, makes a guy. All creatures he controls have haste, all of them do. So if he draws any trick, I lose. If he draws any creature, I lose. That doesn't sound great. And if I do that and just play Prescient Chimera, then I have 2 blockers and a Hubris. I think actually I have to play the Prescient Chimera and have Hubris available, especially if I want to attack here. If I don't attack here, then I don't have to do that, but I'm just gonna get outraced by that thing, so. We very well may end up being 1 point of damage away from winning this. Because next turn we can swing for 7 in the air. So we very well might be 1 point of damage away from winning this. Yep. If we draw a constellation, like an enchantment. Okay, so that's what we expected. So we're gonna block, block, bounce. Actually, if we block, block, bounce, then we get to win. So I think we win. So we block, bounce, take 2, win. Ooh, that was a close game. That was a really close game. So it looked like we played that pretty well, actually. Knowing that these guys remain trapped with the sudden storm, I think playing it the way I did was the best way. If I would have played Trauma Kratos, I would have lost, unless I didn't attack, because I block, take 4, so yeah. Okay. Legendary Enchantment Artifact, that's a pretty sick one. Hour of Need is also pretty sick. Yeah, Hour of Need's pretty sick. I'm just trying to decide what those enchantment artifact creatures, they are enchantment artifact creatures. Do I want to play Ray of Dissolution? I don't think so. I think if he drops Hammer, we're probably just in trouble. I guess Whelming Wave is pretty okay against Hammer, sort of. Alright, so I decided to put in the Yoke Docks and take out the Pin to the Earth since he has just a whole bunch of not huge creatures, and that's the way we're going to run it for game 2. I think his deck's probably better. Maybe. I mean, that game was close both ways because of me having flyers and a guy that has the unblockable Constellation and him having a million creatures. But Hubris was pretty awesome there. Double Hubris. That definitely is what caused us to win that game. The Sudden Storm also was a big game there. This is a little bit tougher. I think I'm going to keep it. Got a 3-drop, a 2-drop that draws me a card, and it's not great, that's for sure. In fact, maybe it's so not great I shouldn't keep it. Making my guy a 3/3 also not amazing. Yeah, actually, maybe I shouldn't keep this hand. That Divination I passed somewhere in that draft would be pretty nice in this deck. I don't remember what I took instead of it, but... yeah, it's not good. I mean, this guy at 3/3 does good work against all his Minotaurs. I guess I'll keep it. It's pretty sketchy. Yeah, that's not what I really wanted to see. No 2-drop. Alright. Hey, Mastiff. That guy's pretty good. Again, Mastiff not as amazing against a deck with a million threats as opposed to decks with just giant threats, but you know it's still too good not to play. Alright, I didn't see any really bestow guys for that. That's not good. I guess I play it if he wants to sacrifice it to kill my elite skirmisher, then he may do so. I'd rather keep the Crow and Mastiff alive, and him being a 2/4 would actually be pretty reasonable too. If he attacks, I'll just offer the trade here. I lose to Titan Strength or something, but I will take one. I didn't see any tricks out of his deck. I didn't see any Titan Strengths. I didn't see any other red tricks, or blue tricks for that matter. Saw Voyage Zen, that was about it. If he taps out here, I will play the Chosen by Heliod, and if he doesn't, then... okay. So... I think I have to play the Chosen by Heliod to make my guy a 3/3, and then this guy's a problem, but... is there a better option? I mean, I could play Mastiff, that doesn't seem good. Alright, I got God's Willing, so I can block. I mean, I'm taking 3, but I can block here and at least be sure that I'm gonna survive. I can block either of these guys. I will take 3 here. This Blade Test Poor very well just might win the game. I think this guy's deck is probably significantly better than the one we drafted. And by we, I mean me, because I can't blame you for my drafting. But, Crackling Triton's pretty good here because it makes the Mastiff not good, whereas this card could just hold down this Blade Tusk Boar all day. And maybe I shouldn't have done this. Maybe I should have waited till I 2-for-1 myself just to get rid of this Blade Tusk Boar. Well, not really rid of it, but... Alright, well I guess I'm just going to run out of Prescient Chimera here. No reason to attack. If he's got a counterspell or some kind of something good, then so be it. His deck shouldn't be running that stuff, but this is just our blocker, so if he comes in and has tricks or something, I mean, we'll see. Last turn he didn't attack, so if he does this turn, then maybe he's got something like an Hour of Need. I mean, Hour of Need is pretty much considered one of the best cards, so it's hard to beat Hour of Need. I guess I take 11. That's not good. In fact, 11 makes me dead to this the very next turn anyway. So... yeah, Hour of Need, man. That seems like... I'm not just saying it because I'm probably going to lose to it. That seems like that should be a rare. that one's pretty good. I don't really want to chump block here because that doesn't do a whole lot for me. So I'm not going to. This game looks like a quick defeat. We even drew pretty well off of the hand we decided to keep. Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a concern the concern you have on going down to 3, but you know, you gotta give yourself your best chance to win. I mean, I chump block here, there's no chance of winning, so alright, there's double hubris, that would be pretty sweet. Hour of Need's pretty sweet. Yeah, I think I have a lot. I don't think I have much to beat Hour of Need. I guess Stormbreath Dragons even just trades with one of those guys. I could play Stymied Hopes. The Nullify, I guess, isn't that amazing because it's not really his creatures that are good. Ray of Dissolution is okay, I guess. I think Hour of Need makes enchantment creatures. It actually does not make enchantment creatures, so Ray of Dissolution does not do anything there. Yeah. Whelming Wave, I guess, is good against that. It's also good against Blade Tusk Boar. I guess that's good. Yeah. I think we're probably just going to lose. I guess Tromocratus isn't that good here. I'd rather have a Whelming Wave, I suppose. One of these guys will have to win me the game if we get to that point. Yeah. I guess that's really all we have going for us, so that's what we'll do. We'll go to game 3. By the way, as I was about to submit my deck, I saw that I had 39 cards, so I put in Stymied Hopes. Wow. Super aggro go. Yeah. 1 into 2 into removal. Doesn't seem great. Don't have a lot of time against this guy's deck, though. Fuck it, let's do it. I say fuck it, let's do it. Probably should have mulliganed this hand. We got some defense, though. We might even have a little bit of aggression. Lightning Strike did not get a Hour of Need flyer. It does get other stuff. So far, even though... yeah, I'm not casting that anytime soon. So far, even though... it doesn't look like we very well may not win this. Splashing red has not really been the reason we're going to lose. Probably gonna lose because of some combination of Hour of Need and a hammer made by the god himself. This guy's got some... I mean, those are two pretty bomby cards. Pretty bomby cards. But we've got Team America World Police going here, so maybe we will get there. Maybe. Here I think I'd rather just... maybe I want to just kill that. I guess I do want to just kill that. Most of his creatures are 2/3s anyway, so let's just get that guy out of there. Normally I don't do this stuff before combat, but he's tapped out, so I can do whatever I want. So there's no reason not to do that. This guy's actually a fairly decent blocker as well. One thing to keep in mind is the damage prevented is only by a target creature. So if they blocks with 2 creatures, you can still kill it. If he targets it with a spell, still kills it. It's just 1 creature. Alright, that's a Crackling Triton. I think I will just go ahead and put Chosen by Heliod right on this guy here, make him a 3/4. Continue attacking. See, now our deck has become an aggro deck. Told you. You didn't believe me. Super aggro. Still don't love our chances, but interesting. Alright, well that's an issue. That makes it less of an issue. Although this, I tell you, this Cracking Triton's worked overtime for him because it's just making it so all my Crow and Mastiffs are not amazing. I think I'm just gonna not attack here, not play a Mastiff, and if he attacks I'll block here, tap out to keep him alive from Sealock Monster, and then if he wants to kill it, then Mastiff's actually pretty good. Hour of Need just makes my day terrible, but even if that's the case, then I still need a Mastiff, so I need this Crackling Triton to go away. And he probably won't even attack with the Sealock Monster right now, since his life total's kind of low. It's not super low, but it's too bad we don't have any more enchantment creatures for this Whitewater Naiads. This guy's pretty sick if you can get some enchantment creatures. I think I did pass an Nyxborn Triton for something else. Maybe Griptide, or maybe Tromokratus actually. Right now the Nyxborn Triton would be a lot better, but you know, what you gonna do? Draft a better deck, I guess. I've said it before, I do like the format. I think it's pretty interesting. I think there's lots of different ways you can win. Alright. Alrighty. So I guess we'll get in there for 3 with the Skirmisher. I don't think he can attack with the Sealock Monster anytime soon. Maybe it makes it monstrous, I guess. There should be a Scry coming. Scry incoming. This guy made a pretty good blue-red deck, actually. Hour of Need, Hammer, and then now he's got a guy to scry, so he's going to just keep scrying until he hits Hour of Need and or Hammer, probably. I guess we'll pull this out. Bottom. Okie dokie. If we draw enchantments, we could maybe win. It's also a bit of a bummer we haven't drawn any of our flyers, because any of our flyers might make us win this game too. We've again drawn fairly well for the hand we kept. Of course, the problem with keeping a sort of aggressive hand in a deck that's not aggressive is you just kind of peter out a little bit. But I don't think Sealock Monster can attack here. If he does, he might get a triple block, because he'd still only kill one of my creatures, barring some sort of sweet trick, which he might have, but I'd almost certainly get the Sealock Monster out of his hand, or out of his out of play. So if there's some sort of attack, actually if he attacks I just take it, because I like having my creatures be able to swing back, but yeah, he can't attack, because he's got to keep these guys alive. Oh wow. Alright, well that's not good at all. That's not bad. Doesn't really do much for me right now. Yeah, in fact it does like nothing for me right now. We've already drawn our Chosen by Heliod. I don't know that I have that many enchantments left to draw for the Whitewater Naiads. Keranos, I guess. This guy's a turncoat. The Stormcaller of Keranos is on the other side of the table. Why don't you call him for me, buddy? Call him up for me. All I'm saying is, it doesn't seem fair. This guy's drawn Hour of Need twice and Hammer, and I can't draw Keranos one time. One time, dealer. One time. Speaking of which, it's the early part of June. I believe today's June 3rd. And the World Series of Poker is going on, so if anyone out there is a poker player, like I am, good luck to you if you're playing at all. I happen to live in Las Vegas, so I am down there sometimes playing. Nothing too big, mostly 1-3 no limit or 2-5 no limit, nothing too giant. But I enjoy it. So yeah, if you're playing big tournaments or anything, good luck to you. Most of you are probably not doing that because, oh my god. Wow, this guy's deck is pretty insane, actually. That guy is so good. Yeah. I mean, what are my options here? I can Griptide the Sealock Monster, I guess. Griptide the Sealock Monster and just, like, attack. That actually may not be the worst idea. We're not going to beat Hour of Need anyway. If we get rid of Sealock Monster, then we can just... I mean, we attack... I guess we don't attack with this guy. But we attack with these three? Is that 10 damage? He's got to at least chump block one of them. Then he takes his whole turn playing Sealock Monster if he wants to play it again. Yeah, actually, I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh, sweet. Actually, this guy makes it too, so my Fortifier can actually just attack in there. I think I may get this guy, because all my other guys at least trade. Yeah. Yippers. We're not going to take 20 this turn, so we're going in. We're going in heavy, boys. Gotta be at least a chump block incoming. We could have also made this guy unblockable to put him down to 6, and that would be 2 spells with this guy. We might get there. I don't really want to draw lands with this, but if so, you get to draw extra cards, and if not, I get to deal 3 damage. That seems good. We're trying to get into the range of winning. Winning range is what the goal is. And also winning. Sure. That's fine with me. I mean, he gets rid of the Triton here, but I deal 5 with this way. That's why this is a pretty okay attack, because this isn't that terrible for me, and the rest of it's all pretty reasonable for me. We know he's drawing Sealock Monster. We don't know what the other card in his hand is. Yeah, that's fine. Joke's on you, buddy. I literally have no other enchantments in this deck, I don't think. Okay. Alright, well, we know he's drawing a Sealock Monster. Which he can monstrous. This is going to gain us 3. You don't have to untap here. I know what you have. It's Sealock Monster. If you want to sacrifice your guy to get my Yoke Docs, you would make me the happiest man. This does not get Island Walk, right? Yeah, it just can't attack. Okay, so it becomes an 8/8. Alright, that's not exactly what I wanted, but that's not terrible. So here my options are play the Mastiff and let him probably sacrifice this guy to kill it, which is actually probably okay for me. And then I'll have Hubris up too, and I'll have lots of ways to win with Keranos, so at this point just trying to win off Keranos is probably the best plan, I think. Hour of Need would be a problem, but we have Hubris and we have several turns to get there. Hour of Need works pretty sick with this. Do I want to take what is possibly 8? Or Chump Block? I think I'll take it. Puts me down to... Oh, alright, well that was definitely a good choice. I would like to stop revealing lands, please. So, Hour of Need, right? Gotta be Hour of Need. pretty much has to be Hour of Need, I think. If I... No, I think I just pass. Yep, just pass. Yeah, you got it. Could also maybe win on time, although that's not the goal. It's also not the goal to lose on time, so we've got to make sure we don't let that happen. You got it. That's an island in addition to it being an island. Hey! Yeah, we'll get the conscriptor, I think. Let's see now if we see an Hour of Need. No, we do not see an Hour of Need. That's a trade I'm super happy to make. Yeah, that's what I figured. That's fine. There's an Aerie Worshippers. I've got a Hubris and a Stonewise Fortifier in my hand. Things are looking pretty good. Not gonna bust the Hubris out, even though it might mean winning the game. Yeah, we're just gonna try to ride this out here. See what happens. I could actually attack here. Yeah, actually I'm gonna attack here. Yeah. I have Hubris, and I can make this guy not killable. Okay. I think Keranos might get me there one time. He does have 4 cards in hand, so I'm not really sure what's going on over there. But this time I don't want to take 8. If he taps out, we pretty much win, I think. I mean, that still says we win, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure that says we win. Alright, well that was a good game. Hopefully you enjoyed that one. I think it turned out that playing Keranos was probably a good choice, because I probably don't win that game without it. But yeah, hey, look at that, we got there. So we'll go to round 2. Hopefully we can win that one too. This is an interesting deck that I've drafted. Different than a lot of the decks I usually draft, so let's see how it goes in round 2.